So Oblivion got released the other day on a shadow launch. I have played Oblivion in the past, so I just thought, why not give it another go? I thought, let's record my gameplay and just give this whole thing another go. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to do it, and I did have this idea in my head the other day. I'm going to try and do a playthrough where I don't buy anything. So the only equipment I can use is the ones I pick up. The spells are the ones that are fixed. I believe you can't just find spells in Oblivion, you have to buy them. So obviously that rules out many of the spells, but we'll see what class and jobs I pick up along the way to see what actually happens with that. Yeah, so I'm not going to buy anything, I'm just going to pick up loot and sell it, see how much gold I can make through the entire game without actually ever having to buy anything. Hopefully that works, because I don't know whether or not you can actually get through the game without buying anything. Obviously, if you do have to buy specific items for quests, that's obviously ruled out, so I'll have to do it. But yeah, so the only time I can spend money is if it's part of a quest. Otherwise, I won't spend any money. That's what I'm trying to say. So we'll see what happens and take it from there. Obviously, I know that might make things a little bit hard, but plan is to, as far as I remember, on Oblivion, you can get a healing spell right at the beginning, depending on one of the jobs or classes you choose. So I think that's going to be extremely important to get, because if I can't buy any healing potions, obviously that rules out that option for healing, so I'll have to get a healing spell. Apart from that, I think I might try playing with magic and a single blade, but we'll see how that goes through, so that's sort of the option. But yeah, main thing, enjoy the game, run through it, do some gameplay. If you're watching this, thank you very much, and we'll take it from there. Obviously, it's still preloading, so I'll skip ahead to actually creating the character. Okay, before I get into the game, I'm just going to keep the difficulty on the medium amount of difficulty. So that's how I'm playing the game. So hopefully that will make it a good balance, especially if I'm not going to actually buy anything throughout this game. So fingers crossed, here we go. Okay, got through the opening of the game. The cutscene visuals look really, really good, so that's a very good start. But anyway, on to the character creation. I'm looking forward to this game because like I said, played it years ago, and I do remember the story vaguely, but I am a fan of Skyrim, but it has been many, many years since I played the game, so I am looking forward to enjoying the story again, doing the side quests, all that sort of thing, especially because I believe the Shivering Isles DLC is in this game as well, and in my eyes that's probably one of the best DLCs I've ever played from my memory. Other ones that I thought were really good were the Blood and Wine from Witcher 3 and recently Phantom Liberty from Cyberpunk. So to kind of get the original Oblivion with all the side DLCs is something I'm looking forward to. Anyway, into the character creation. So, Imperial, let's have a quick look. Let's just randomise it for a little bit to see what happens. Bloody hell. You can have some weird faces in this game, can't you? Okay, maybe not Imperial. High Elf. Ones regarding Wood Elves, they're always really funny looking. They're normally vampires than they do actual elves, but I don't mind that because I always knew Skyrim had weird looking elves, but let's try going for the Wood Elf. And what's sword, bow, and destruction magic? Resistance to fire. Okay, let's go for Dark Elves because I'm going to be using a blade. They've got sword, and the bow, and destruction magic, and they can summon and ghost. So we will. Okay, so looking at this, the Dark Elf and the mainland origin will help with negotiations and get people to react the way they need them to, which I think is going to be helpful for me if I'm not going to actually buy anything. If I can negotiate my way out into situations, then that might help. So we'll go Dark Elf with the mainland because I think that would be a good option. Okay, so that's female, that's male. We'll go for the male. We don't go, we're going to go young. Okay, if you do that too much, he looks like he's got eyes in his head. And if we go too low, he just looks like an alien. So we'll leave it in the middle. Oh, tone. That's what I was looking for. I'm trying to figure out why I couldn't change the colour of his eyes, because I want red eyes. I don't want bloodshot. That's a bit creepy. Okay, so I was wondering why his lips would. Why can't you not have? Well, that'll do. Cancel. So happy with all that. hair. No, we'll leave him without that. Ponytail. Oh no, I never liked that haircut. I know it's a very Elden Scrolls look, but that always looked weird to me. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that one because it actually, oh, you can change length. Oh, that's a pretty cool feature. I've never seen that before. So you can shorten it as well. Because that makes him look older. I liked when it's right in the middle. And then I'm gonna, oh no, hang on. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go for the blue. Can't remember, I think it was like grey. Is it grey? Yeah, we'll do that. No, we don't do that. Salt and pepper. Don't really know what that does. Eyebrow colour. Okay, so here is my character. I am going to name them. There are attributes. Hang on. Go back. I'll just type it in. Hang on. Why can't I type it in? Oh, I'm a bit confused now. Enter character name. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Oh, I'm being thick. Why can't I? No, I can't continue until I've entered my name. Why can't I enter my name? I am being really thick here. That turns it off, so I can't do anything. So that goes back. Okay, why can't I enter my name? First enter a valid name. I agree. So why can't I enter? Okay, let's move away from my controller. Okay, let's take that over here. Okay, so here is my character. It's obviously dark elf, mainland origin, skilled with both the sword and bow, resistance to fire, aided by ghost, and improved personality. I went for this look. I've never really liked the way characters looked in Elder Scrolls. However, I understand it's the style, so it's fine. They always just look a bit creepy to me. Gone for the hairstyle. I saw it and I thought that reminds me of Ready Player One. So that's why we're going with the blue and kind of silver sort of look. All good. Obviously, name is Wolves, same as the channel, and yeah, continue from there. Seeing as I no, and don't sit down, get up. Seeing as though, like I said, I'm just going to sell everything I can to see how much gold I can get by the end of the game. So I do like how this game introduces you to the world. Stuck in a prison and then air of destiny around you, that sort of thing. Rather than just being a, I don't know, to say what about other games, but I just like how this one introduces you to the world and how it introduces you to the story straight away, rather than having to wait 3 hours or something into an RPG and then discover what the main story is going to entail, or how you get dragged into it. And how much can I carry? Let's just say. Like I said, I'm going to pick up as much as I can, not buy anything for the entire game, and just see how much gold I end up with. Oh, one thing I'm going to point out, like I said, I'm going to pick up as much as I can and sell as much as I can to see how much gold I end up with at the end of the game. But I'm not going to steal anything. I'm not a sneaky player. I don't particularly like the thief class or anything like that, or stealing games or anything like that. Just because of that, I hate sneaking around. It's, in my eyes, quite boring. But that's just how I play. I'm not judging anyone for how they play. So yeah, I pick up everything, sell everything I can, but I'm not going to steal or pickpocket or anything like that. Oh, how about heal? Okay. Okay, so how many people? How many lock picks have I got? 8. Okay, well, sorted. Shaman. Okay, so still short sword. So I'm use blades in this. So that's a little dagger. That's a short sword. Oh, what's the attack rate? That's a 3. So it's going to be best to use that one. But it's quite heavy. I don't like shields, so I won't have shields. Got to get used to this. Oh, where's my little... There he is. Good. Oh, so that shows you where you're going. Okay. That's pretty cool. Okay. We'll have the flame attached then. So let's been obviously a long time since I played this game, so I've just got to get used to it once again. I do remember that you got to keep using magic to increase your magic ability, all that etc. stuff. So the more you use heal, the more you get attuned to it and all that stuff. So that's the plan, to keep using healing as much as possible. Okay, so green is stamina, red is health. Got to remember that. Oh, make sure I pick up rat meat. You've got too much to carry. Okay, so this is where my plan of picking up stuff and selling it is causing me issues. So what is worth something, what is not? And so we'll drop that as well. That's worth something. So we can't sell that, but I want to keep that really. Yeah, it's all worth something. See, bones aren't worth anything. Iron key, I'll keep that just in case it's a key item. Skull, we don't want that. That's not worth anything. That's not worth anything. Okay, so we'll see what happens from there. Oh, helmet, perfect. Warhammer, perfect. And now over encumbered again. Oh. So rusty wall axe. So that's worth dropping because that's not worth much. Rusty dagger. That's not worth much. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay, that should get rid of my incumbents, so get rid of that. Inventory activated to create potions and poisons. Okay. Okay, so this would be good. So rather than selling things like food and whatever, the ingredients from the ground, rather than selling them for very little, it might make more sense for me to make something out of them and either keep them so I can use them or sell them for money again to see how much money I end up with, so how much gold I end up with at the end of the game. So that's what I'm going to do. So we'll give this a go, combine all this stuff I've just picked up and just see what kind of happens. Where does it tell me if it worked or not? Okay, so I'm presuming that that all kind of failed. Self fatigue, damage fatigue on self, damage fatigue. Okay, so that does equal gold. I'm not sure actually whether or not it's worth doing that because I've just wasted. Oh no, hang on. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. Okay, so we'll get a bit of money from selling these things. I don't know if it would be better to keep the ingredients. I mean, rat is 1. That's 3. Was that? No. Yeah, 1. But is that 3 for the 3 or is that 3 individually? I don't know. We'll just see how we go along and see if we're learning anything. We'll see, he just set off those traps, which is good. Type has gold, gold nugget, repair hammer, yes, definitely. Silver vase. Annoyingly, it doesn't tell you how encumbered you are when picking up items, so it's just slightly annoying. But, you know, it is what it is. Okay, so I choose my birth one. Okay, so remember that I'm using a bit of magic and a blade, so that's what I need to remember. I think because I'm using mainly the blade and a bit of magic, but like I said, I'm not going to buy anything, so therefore I think it stops you from buying any specific types of magic. Therefore, primarily it's going to be the healing I've already got and the fireball I've already got. So because of that, I think it would be best to put my birth sign as the warrior, because obviously they don't give you more strength, which might help with the blade, I think. I might be completely wrong there. I mean, agility and luck and speed might be best, but I don't really want the thief or lady. I don't know. I'll go for the warrior. I just think that I will be using magic, but not loads of it. So we'll see. But I'll go for the warrior.
From what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced warrior.
Athletics, blade, block, blunt, hand, light armor. Athletics, blade, blunt, destruction. Okay, so that one might make sense for me because it's got the blade, it's got the hand-to-hand. No, sorry, it's got the blade, it's got the destruction, it's got the restoration, which is the things I'm currently using. Spell sword, blade. Okay, so that might be the better option. I prefer the light armour though, the heavy armour, because I've got all my speed rather than the night blade might be the best one. So, looking through all these class options, I think the best one for me, because I might not be able to buy any spells, but I've got obviously the fireball and I've got the healing. I'm also using blades and I prefer light armor over heavy armor. I think going for the night blade is the best for my playstyle and potentially the best one for this. I don't want to call it challenge, but it's what I'm doing without buying any items or anything throughout the entire game. So we will continue with this and I'm going to choose Nightblade.
By the way, thanks for recovering Captain Renault's sword. I'll see that it is given a place of honor in the halls of the Blades.
Oh, what is take for blade? What the hell? Oh, hang on. I just realised that I'm actually wearing a lot of heavy armour, which isn't what I said I would do. So that's how I currently look with all my free stuff. So that's what we'll do. Okay, and this is the bit that everyone kind of seems to be showing on the socials. This exit, having my class over there, that's fine. And just so I can enjoy this moment, let's just unequip the torch. Which can I do that? Yes, I can. So visually, it is a really good game, I think, personally. Perfect, so I'm now free. Here is the map. And so that's where I've got to go. So it travels. Oh, so you can travel it automatically. Oh, I thought you had to actually go to the place before you can unlock it. Okay, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to run around and explore and unlock different locations. But this is visually very, very good. I like it. So if we go over here, find the road, and then we can take it round and head to where we need to get to. There's no value in any of that stuff, so we won't take it. Let's make this act. Alright. Cool, so I just got a quest. But I want to find the road first. I can't remember whether or not. Oh, it does. Okay, so by healing, even though I don't need healing, I can increase my restoration. So what I'm going to do therefore is I'm going to walk over here following the path, and on my way I'll heal myself. So I was just, I think, level 14. We'll see what happens by the time I get around there. Okay, so I found an inn on my way. I want to see whether or not I can sell some of my stuff here, because otherwise I'm just too encumbered.
Look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
Okay, so that's... Okay, so I can sell some of this stuff. Okay. Oh, I can sell this. I don't know if that make Night Eye and Self. I'll sell some of this, I'll sell that. Okay, so that's 1 for 3. So can I sell 3? Where's my gold? 77 gold. I think that makes more sense to sell the food rather than making potions, maybe. But she'll only buy food and stuff, so that's...
Tell your friends about.
Oh, and by using a mortar, I can use, I can increase my alchemy, so that's a good idea. In the meantime, we'll just keep healing myself. So now level 15, keep going. One thing I did think about when I played this game originally is that the main Imperial City is small, but I understand why it is, because the games back then, the file size would have been massive if they had the size of the cities they do now in games, but always did make me laugh of how small this city actually is compared to cities in other games, especially because they consider this to be the Imperial City. It's just... And that's the prison, which is massive, and that is the actual city. I mean, I know when you actually get inside of it, it's quite big, but you would have thought that maybe the entire city would have been the entire island with houses on it, but not criticising the game or anything like that, but it's just, I always found it interesting, the fact that that's classed as the Imperial City in this game, compared to like cities you get in other games. But still, great game, really well designed, and I really enjoyed it when I played it years and years ago. And this definitely does have that feel, but with the increased graphics, is really. I'm glad they did do this. I want to find somewhere to sell some of this stuff. There doesn't seem to be. That's a house. That's a house. Okay, we'll keep going and then I'll return at some point once I've stopped becoming over encumbered. We have to wait for continue. If we wait, does it then do that? No. Okay, I'll have to find somewhere to do it then. Novice restoration spells. So this is where I might get stuck actually. I just realised that obviously there's apprentice level restoration spells, but also I might need to buy them to use them. The point of my game is that I'm not allowed to buy anything, which I'm going to stick to. So we'll see what happens. I presume that my spells don't actually change. Yeah, heal minor wounds, which might not work very well when I'm trying to. Okay, well, I'll deal with it as I come along. I presume that's flare is not going to increase. I was hoping that this was going to go up to the next level, but I don't think that's how the game works. So I was hoping that was going to go from minor wounds to medium wounds to full heal, but I presume I have to buy the next heal spell upwards. But I don't want to buy anything. Let me give some thought and I'll take it from there. Anyway, let's keep increasing my restoration for the time being. Over encumbered. Yay, 35. So we'll drop that one. That's still too much. Iron Claymore. Need to find a bed, I presume, to level up. But again, I don't want to spend any money, so I don't say it in. This is going to get interesting because I can't do much without spending money. Why am I struggling? I thought I got rid of. Am I still over encumbered? No, I'm not. So why am I struggling to get up a hill? Old one door to fort. Actually, I presume there's some sort of mission around here for that.
Your money or your life.
I did see a clip on here that if you. Not a clip on here, sorry, a clip on social media where if you say, don't take it, he'll take it, that you can pickpocket from him and he'll do you a funny response. So I don't have to do that, or I've seen that online, so I'll do the please don't have your money.
That's fine. This one will kill you for free.
Alright, so he just attacks you. My power's broken, no. And he's gone. Oh, but he has no money. I thought. Okay. Okay, so what broke? Well, the fur gauntlets. I don't think there's a base nearby. So I can sleep somewhere. No, okay. No, I've lost the path. So I keep going up there, that's where the path is. So where's this town then? Oh, come on. Oh, here it is. Okay, so that's. This is a farm. I don't want the farm. Okay, so that's where I'm heading up. Assume this is where I'm. I want to take the right. I must turn to Joffrey. Before I do any of that, I want to go into the town. Oh, I'm an idiot. I've been trying to figure out how to get here. Get back to the path. I thought I was the red arrow. I couldn't understand why I wasn't moving, but I'm not the red arrow. I'm the gold arrow. I am an idiot. Well, you live and you learn. So I'm going to head into the town, and I'm going to. Oh yeah. So. Okay, so from walking, I've gone from level 14 to level 22 in restoration, so it's good. I'm being thick. I don't understand why I can't jump in this game. Okay, so before I do anything, I want to make sure I've got the best equipment I can get on. So that's heavy armor, that's heavy armor, that's heavy armor. Don't want that. I've got that is okay. So really, I have got the best selection. So currently. I don't really know what I'm doing here because I can't boast because it gets us out. So Oh, I think I completely ruined that, so that was not a good option. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing to sell now.
That's pretty good. Yes, whatever.
Okay, so that's better. Okay,
What a bore.
so if I do that
I
first,
doubt you really mean that.
then that,
Whatever you want.
then
Yeah,
that,
I get it.
then
Blah,
that. So
blah,
that's
blah.
better.
What
So
a
if I
bore.
start there, I don't do that. So I want to do
Was
my
that supposed
first,
to be a compliment? I accept. Not bad. Not bad at all.
then
Don't make
post.
me laugh.
Okay, so joke.
Yeah, I accept. I'm not buying. You're pathetic.
Okay, so I think I'm getting there now with it. So joke.
one.
Okay, so I want to
Was
then
that
that,
supposed to be a
then that.
good one?
Okay, so
You're good.
that's better. That took a while. Okay, right. I think I understand that system better now. So now I want to
Much I can
train. Okay, which I can't do because I don't want to spend any money. So I can't train from her, which sucks.
I can fix whatever you break.
That's going to cost me, so I don't want to do that. This might be a really hard thing I've just done. Sell some of this stuff that I'm not going to use. So get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you. I don't know if I want to keep the arrows for the time being or not, but we'll get rid of everything else. Can I use... How do I repair my own stuff? Okay, so I think I'm going to have to look into how to repair my own gear, because I cannot see for the life of me how I currently do it. Okay, let's just go on here. Repair hammer. No, I can use the repair hammer, okay. Okay, so I can repair my own stuff. That answers that question, which is good. So if I can repair my own stuff, I don't need to worry about paying for it. You must use a bed to sleep and meditate on what you've learned in order to increase your level. Okay, so I need to find a bed, but I don't want to pay for a bed, because that would be using money, which I don't want to do in this. So, factions, major skills. Okay, so I need to find a free bed somewhere. Okay, so if I join a guild, I then might be able to sleep. And that'll answer that question. Okay, so that answers that question. I don't need to go to an inn to sleep. Join a guild, get a free bed. That's how I'm going to level up without spending any money. So, the question is, let's do the major skill to start off with. Okay, so I need to find Tikus. Who's this?
Greetings, citizen. Is there something I can do for you?
Okay, so now I can sleep. Okay, so now I've got level 2. You realise that you have been coasting along. So you're just suddenly facing the trials. Last few days you have come alive. Perfect. So, where do I put my points? Could just do an even balance. Strength is probably one place to put them. So I put that up to 60. Intelligence. That's probably a bit too much there. Willpower, we'll do that. I can only choose 3. Endurance, personality, luck. No, okay, so just do an even balance there then.
It's you. Hi. What do you want?
You approach me. What are you talking about? What does he sell? Purchasing spells. Bound shield. Man mace. Dominate creature. It's annoying that... I mean, I'm the one who chose to do this. It's annoying that I can't learn spells without buying them. But I'm aiming not to buy anything in this run through. So that's my own fault. But it's quite good to know there's no major healing or anything like that in this. So I'm now level 2, which is good because I've slept. What we're going to do is look at the magic. So my character is currently 59 strength, 44 intelligence, willpower is 34. See, my major abilities... I thought I selected something else for that, but maybe I didn't. As it has put me down as a warrior. I don't think it did. Am I being stupid? Oh, my class is a warrior. Birth sign the warrior class. Oh, god damn it. I wondered why all my attributes were all wrong. Because I thought I selected Nightblade. But I must have done something wrong and selected the wrong one. Oh, Okay, well, I'm not going to restart. It's annoying that I can't use magic, but this might do me well because maybe I ought to focus more on blades then. And I just sold all my heavy gear. I can't change class now. That's a pain. Oh. I was hoping to use a bit more magic, but okay. I'll just focus on strength and warrior stats now because I don't want to go back and redo all that beginning bit. Oh, that's a bit frustrating. The fact I thought I selected Nightblade, but clearly I made a mistake. So... okay, well, whatever. That's annoying. I'll have to look back at the video to see what I did wrong. Okay, but anyway, that's the current situation. Okay, so I'm kind of done now for the first section. This is my first video of this type, so if you have got to this point, thank you very much for watching. Obviously, I'm going to continue with the game. So if you... what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is this is my first video. I'm getting used to doing this sort of thing. So I can understand why this video might not be fast-paced or have interesting stuff like other people, but obviously I hope to get... well, no, I will get better at this. But if you did get to this point, thank you very much for watching. Do like and subscribe, and just signing off with the fact that, as you see, I currently sit at 488 gold. And hopefully that world number will increase because, like I say, I'm not going to buy anything throughout this gameplay. I'm just going to sell everything that I possibly can. Obviously, I'm keeping some stuff to see how it is, but more than likely I'll sell all of it off at some point, and we'll take it from there. So yeah, currently set at 488, and we'll take it from there. Right, cheers and bye.